What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and with the rank reset just around the corner, placement matches are going to be huge, as they're often worth 3 or 4 times as much as a normal game. And so here are some tips to help you get that dream 10-0 score. Let's get started. The first thing you can do outside of the game: get a good sleep, eat something that doesn't make you feel terrible, and overall just make sure that you're feeling good and have some energy. If you're feeling bad or tired, you won't be very focused and your play will definitely suffer as a result. I personally like to keep some water by my desk when I play, as it does help me maintain my focus. In addition, make sure that you test your internet connection before jumping in to avoid any unwanted lag issues. After that, you can prepare by playing a warm-up normal game. This is to ensure that you're playing without rust, and you can judge your play from that game to see whether or not you're in a spot to play the most 10 important games of the new season. If everything looks good and you're feeling great, you can jump right into the game. In Champion Select, you want to try to get in a spot where you will be in your comfort zone. Pick champions and matchups that you have experience on. Now is not the time to try out new things. Now is the time to bring your A game. That being said, if there is an argument for roles on the team, as long as you know that you can do okay in other roles, it might be best to just actually fill, as if you let your teammates play the role that they want, it significantly increases your chances of getting better teammates. Now, once Champion Select is over and the game has begun, you want to remember the 3 C's. The first C being communication. Remember that in solo queue, communicating with your team is the only thing that you can do to influence your teammates' play. You can't play for them or make them make plays or anything of the sort. That's just how it is. They're a completely different person. But through communication, you can influence their play towards something that works better for you or likely is just better overall. Making calls and pointing out tactics are great things to share. And although they may be a pain to type, these 10 games are try hard to the max. So be ready to type an essay every time you go into a game. The second C stands for calculations. You really need to take the steps to be focused and play with your head. Pay attention to everything going on, and make sure you're active and have the energy to keep a steady and focused mind. League is very much a mentally challenging game, since it requires so much focus and thinking, and you don't want to let up in that aspect or your play will suffer. One thing I do for this is that I actually commentate my games as if I was streaming when I play. I find that it very much helps me focus, as well as it helps a ton for decision making and for noticing and fixing mistakes quickly. You don't have to be entertaining since no one is going to be watching you, so it's not too hard to just talk about what's going on out loud, and it will definitely help your focus. The last C stands for calmness. No matter what happens or how bad the play is, you need to remain calm and be nice to your teammates. It's very easy to go on tilt mode and have one mistake turn into many, but by remaining calm, you can stop that from happening. In addition, staying calm will prevent you from raging. Remember, it's solo queue, anything can happen, but since it is solo queue, that also means not every game is winnable. If you let bad games bog you down, that will only cause you problems for future games. Communication, calculations, and calmness. If you play with the 3 C's in mind always, I can almost guarantee that you will be a better player than if you didn't. Also, throughout the game, you need to do your best to snowball the game, not just your lane. It doesn't matter if you go 6-0 top lane if you stay top for the first 30 minutes of the game. If you have 3 or more kills in your lane, that's awesome, but you really need to use that to your team's advantage to control the game and help your team, not just yourself. It is a team game after all, and the best way to do this is through roaming. Make plays with your allies and set them up for more kills or objectives. Keep track of your opponents and see if you can coordinate invades. If you already have an advantage, it should be easy to win even fights, so setting them up can be very beneficial and not too hard as well. And lastly, since these will be placement matches, it's likely that you're going to get a lot of adrenaline from playing. You're naturally going to be nervous, which might result in sweating, shivering, or just overall not feeling good, which is generally what happens when your body has excess adrenaline. When you feel those feelings kicking in, and if it is a problem for you, you need to do something to get rid of it. You can just jump around in your seat, or if you have time, you can get up and do some jumping jacks, just anything to get rid of the energy, or even just take a few deep breaths and calm yourself down, as although it might not be a problem for everyone, anxiety can hurt your play a ton if it affects you. Anyways, my name is Jeremy, and that is it for my tips on winning your placement matches. Good luck to all the new solo queuers out there. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now. I'd love if you could support me with a like, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.